Okay, at different times throughout our videos, you'll hear us talk about preparation of cars. Now, the most important thing when preparing your car to put a buff machine on, or do any sort of polish on the car, is to make sure that the surface is clean. Now here we use two main types of clay bars, and primarily, like everyone at home, we should really just use our blue clay. This is a very fine Play-Doh block. It's actually designed to sand off the mess and the muck on top of the clear coat. So here's a good example. Our paint here obviously is very, very shiny and very dull. Now this part of the process was done with red clay. Red clay, as opposed to blue, you can feel it in your fingers. It's got a very fine sand to it, and it really is like a moldable sandpaper. Very, very fine, and it does leave a shimmy across the top of the paint. Now this shimmy is the same that you would see if you rub back the paint with 3000 sandpaper, wet and dry, and in that case it goes completely white. But what it's doing is wearing down that clear coat, so it's taking scratches from here out to nearly flat, so you can't actually see the light reflecting out of them. Now the red won't take scratches out, but it will remove everything, all the muck, all the grit, all the pollution off the top of your clear coat. So we'll do an example of this now. This is the process you would use when you clay any car. Get lubrication on and get rubbing away at it. You're going to see a very clear distinction between the two types of clay. So on this side, the clay quite hard. Now we change to our blue clay. This surface is already clean, so we're not really removing anything off it, but this will give you a very good idea about just how harsh the red clay is, and then we'll show you the steps later on how to fix that. Okay, so there we have, there's our two stages of claying, red and blue, and these are the results. You can very clearly see that where we've used the red clay, it's very similar to the image you saw at the top. Now this paint's already been cut and polished underneath as opposed to that, so this one's not going to come up as bad, but it's very clear to see all that shimmying on the paint. Now our blue clay, we push just as hard on our nice clean paint, but there is no residual marks that you can see. So we've got blue clay, nice and smooth but already clean, and red clay, again nice and smooth but has marks all over it. So there's a really great example of the two types of clay bar. Very important to remember that blue clay is just to remove very fine pollution. A red clay should only be used on any paint when the blue clay fails. The important thing to remember is to test the car first. So use the blue clay first. If it doesn't remove the marks that you're hoping it will, then switch to the red. But once you go to the red, be prepared to use a machine on the car afterwards. Here at the car wash on our driveway, primarily we use the blue clay. That's offered in our works and polish service, which simply means that once the car's been washed, we use the blue clay bar all over the vehicle to remove the pollution and muck and grit off the paint. And then once the car's been rinsed and dried, we'll then apply a soft pad polish, a Canubra wax over the top. This is a great service to keep your car clean, and it actually allows the polish to stick to the painted surface, the clear coat, as opposed to being rubbed into all the muck and grit that sits on top of a lot of cars. If you'd like a demonstration of this in store, please pop in and ask to see the work service, or ask for Jared. Thanks again. Hey there guys, thanks for watching the Deluxe Detail channel. I hope you've liked what you've seen today. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content, make sure you've subscribed. See you next time.